Sales of existing U.S. homes declined in August for the first time in 5 months. The National Association of Realtors says sales dropped 1.8% to an annual pace of 5.05 million homes. Margaret Kelly is the CEO of RE/MAX, and she joins me from the company's headquarters in Denver, Colorado. Ms. Kelly, welcome back to Bottom Line. It's good to see you again.
Thank you. Good to see you, too.
What happened last month?
Well, you know, the reality is it was a very slight decrease. If you look back, we anticipated that 2014 would have stable existing home sales equal to 2013, which it is, and prices increasing about 5 to 6% over the whole year. Right now, we're at about 4.8% increase. So all in all, it really is not a very big drop.
Why are home prices rising at a slower rate than they were last year?
A number of reasons. First, you look at the seasonality of the market, which we have, but we also have very low inventory right now. We're at about 5.5 months of inventory. And the inventory, if you really were to dissect it a little bit, there are a lot of homes in there that have been on the market for years. They're very undesirable. When you take those out of the inventory picture, the inventory is even lower. And as you have low supply and you have a higher demand, the prices go up. Just not as much as last year.
Ms. Kelly, why are we seeing a disconnect between existing home sales and home builders' sentiment versus new home sales and housing construction?
Well, looking at new homes, we are terribly underbuilt, and we have a tremendous amount of pent-up demand. If you look at it, we really should be building about 1.5 million new homes per year to meet the demand side of things. Right now, housing starts are about 900,000, and new home sales are about 500,000. And so we're really underbuilt. Last week, I had the opportunity to go to a conference with home builders, and their confidence actually is up. But it takes quite the process to be able to get the land, get it approved, and build on what they need to do. And so overall, I think we're going to see the improvement in new home sales and new home construction going up as we go into 2015.
The RE/MAX National Housing Survey, it involves 52 metro areas. Which cities are reporting the strongest increases in housing prices right now?
Strongest, you're seeing a lot on the East Coast. You're seeing actually a lot on the West Coast because the inventory in California and Las Vegas is so low that you're actually seeing double-digit increases in prices there. The middle part of the country, for the most part, because they didn't go up so high, they didn't go down so low in the recession, they're very stable.
I'm speaking with Margaret Kelly, the CEO of RE/MAX. Ms. Kelly, all eyes are on housing markets in the West and the South as well these days. The Denver real estate market, where you're at, it's been doing well after years of underperformance. Why the pickup there, yes, and do you think it's going to prove sustainable?
You know, I do. It's hard to predict what's going to happen in various markets, but let me kind of put it in perspective. As I look at the housing market, I still believe that this year we are in a recovery, that we're trying to get our foothold into what's going to happen next year. Last year we had tremendous sales, we had price increases, but people keep saying, is it affordable? If you look at the top 100 metro areas in the United States, 94 of them, it's cheaper to buy than it is to rent. But we've got some holdback from people getting into the market to be able to buy. First-time home buyers are only 28% of the market when they're normally 40% of the market. We have student loan debt, we have tight lending. So all of those things are actually putting pressure on various markets around the country, some more than others. As you said, in Colorado, we are doing incredible. There's a lot of building going on. It's just a lot of people moving in, and people want to be there. Other areas of the country, a little bit slower. Right. Like I said, California, again, double digits.
The recovery that we've seen in real estate, it's been due mainly to investors and all cash sales. Do these numbers, are they skewed because of that?
You know, when the recession started, the majority of the buyers were investors. They were up to almost 40% of the market buying homes, originally to flip, Then they decided they were going to rent because there was such a huge rental market. Right now, investors are only about 12% of the market. So it really is home buyers that are in it and not just investors. So they served a great purpose during the recession, but now what we're seeing is owner-occupants are actually buying the majority now.
Ms. Kelly, we have about a minute left. Even with average mortgage rates, the 30-year, it's at 4.23%. Are families being priced out of the market? What are your people on the ground telling you?
You know, not so much the mortgage rates as it is student loan debt, and this is an interesting statistic. Home prices have increased 19% in the last 2 years, but wage increases is only 4%. So it's really a combination of what wages are, some of the student loan debt people have, and tight lending. So all of those things play into what is affordable for a home buyer.
Margaret Kelly, the CEO of RE/MAX, joining us from her company's headquarters in Denver, Colorado. Ms. Kelly, it's always a pleasure to have you on the broadcast. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Mark.